morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. You have just downloaded and are now listening to OZ and the Freak Talk Geek, the premier geek podcast. I'm OZ.
And I'm Freak. And this is a Weekend Geek 6.
Our sixth installment of Weekend Geek.
6 times we've done this crap.
This is the bi-weekly portion of our podcast where we discuss the current news and going on in geek and pop culture. I was very prepared for this week's episode. I will have you know. I had several post-it notes ready for news, and I left them at work.
And I spent the last 30 minutes searching up stuff and then winging it, kind of like what I normally do. Hey,
Well, okay.
I like the way I kind of do it sometimes because I have to dig for this stuff a little bit over like the period of the last hour or so. And then you know what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? Not only is it news to y'all, but it's news to me.
Oh, yeah. So then you get the fresh reaction.
Exactly. Yeah, it's my fresh reaction, kind of. I mean, with an hour delay.
Well, let me throw something at you real quick. Did you know that the Nintendo Direct was this week?
Yes. Yeah, I actually did read about that.
Did you see some of the games that they're releasing later on this year?
I saw something about Zelda and Metroid Prime.
Okay, so Metroid Prime is on the Nintendo Online thing, right? That's going to be playable for the Game Boy Advance portion of the Switch Online system. But there's going to be a new Metroid for the Switch.
Yeah,
a new first-person Metroid game.
Does it have to be first person, or is it like can it be changed?
No, that's what it is now.
Okay.
That's what it is now. Unless they're going to do what do they call it now? Metroidvania style, which they still do every once in a while. They still
just give me a Metroid GTA where I can go in and out of the views. I mean, a Metroid GTA would be kind of cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, open world Metroid.
Yeah, Samus running around just stealing shit.
Killing hookers. But no, the Zelda that that's coming out this year, it's finally going to be you're finally going to have Princess Zelda herself as the playable character.
That's what I read up.
Which I thought it's about damn time. And they are mixing up the gameplay aspect of it, so it's not completely just a reskin with Princess Zelda. Like she is now, the puzzles are more magical and physics based, which the trailer for it looks fun as hell, and it looks like when they did that Link to the Past remake, for Switch, it's the same design. So it's got that what's that flat cubey, or what is it called? Anyway, that cutesy style.
Okay.
So it's not Breath of the Wild. It's more the animated or cartoony style.
Pixelated and whatnot. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So we're going to get a new Mario and Luigi game.
Mario Brothers.
Which is... No.
What is it? What is it called? Damn it.
Brotherhood. Or
yeah.
Brothership. Mario and Luigi Brothership. Which I don't know about you, but the Mario Luigi games are probably the most fun RPGs that I have played.
Isn't this the first Mario Luigi game we've had in like fucking 8 years or so?
9 or 11, 9 to 11 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first.
Yeah, since Inside Bowser's Story.
We're not confusing y'all. This isn't the first Mario game. This isn't the first Luigi game. It's the first game based around Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, it's the RPG style. Yeah. When you're playing both of the brothers during combat and during like puzzles over the main world.
Yeah, there was a game that you could play as Zelda. Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of that Dynasty Warriors style game that they had too.
Yeah, and there was that one too.
No, this is a proper fucking Zelda game.
Hey, I just wanted to point it out for the actually people.
Okay.
I wanted to point it out for them.
Actually. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Look, this is the first proper one. Okay. And it looks fun as hell. Also, in the Nintendo Direct thing that came out was that Oh, gosh, I wish I could remember the name of it. I wrote it down. Was the Hobbit game?
That is new for me.
Okay, so there's going to be a hop. It's not based on the movies. It's more based on the lore of hobbits, and it plays like it looks like it plays like somewhere's in between like Cooking Mama and Animal Crossing. So you're a new hobbit moving into not the Shire, but a Shire-like place, and like building your home out, decorating your home, making new friends, creating recipes, trading supplies, and to throw like parties. It looks like a relaxing, chill collecting game,
Yeah.
like Animal Crossing or like gosh, what's another? Maybe like a less intense Harvest Moon.
Okay,
Um,
that's literally what I was thinking just now. Was Harvest Moon?
right, but less intense. So that
Do you
looks to
do you
me
remember?
that looks fun as hell.
Do you remember Monster Rancher on the PlayStation 2?
I remember the IP, but I never played it.
Okay, so Monster Rancher on PlayStation 2,
Hmm.
it was a lot like Harvest Moon and all these different other games, but except you would you would raise and get these monsters.
Okay.
And the way that you got different monsters was the coolest way possible. On PlayStation 2, the game would be able to run without the game disc inside of it. Okay? And what you would do is while you're running the game, when you go to summon, you would have to find a disc, a CD, another game, a movie, or something that was a disc. And you would put it inside the tray, close it, it would read the disc, and it would shoot out at some type of monster.
Right, I remember hearing about
You
this game.
remember that?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
That was Monster Rancher. Was it? It was either Monster Rancher 1 or 2, and it was on the PlayStation 2. And I fucking loved it because A, I like weird little monsters, and B, I love interactive things like that. That's so cool, dude. You know, that
That
was
reminds me of a PlayStation 2 Matrix game where you could put in a code and make your game pop out.
oh wow, I didn't know that.
I think that was before you started working at Hollywood.
What system was it?
PS2.
PS2? I don't know. I think I was already working there.
No.
Yeah, I think I was already working there. And
There was one other game that came out that was shown on Direct that like oh gosh.
I wish I would have kept the link up. I briefly went through it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's so
There's
many titles here. I'm going to have to spend an hour looking up these
there's
different titles.
there's an updated Mario Party, which is going to allow like
Mario
120
Super Mario
players.
Party Jamboree. That
Right.
was one of the ones I did see.
That's not one of the ones I was like super very interested in.
Mhm.
I think that's about it for Nintendo Direct.
Well,
I waited for that one too. I started compiling my news on Monday, and then I saw the Direct was happening on Tuesday. I was like, "Fuck, now I have to wait."
yeah, and they didn't say a damn thing about the Nintendo Switch.
Nope,
Not
nope. That's
one
I think
damn
that's going to
thing.
be its. I think that's going to be its own thing
Yeah.
come fall.
So, staying on the I got a couple things here with video games and staying on that topic.
Shoot.
February 25th, 2022. We were graced with Elden Ring. I know this isn't a
Okay.
title that you've played, it's not your style of game.
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring is a part of the Dark Souls saga of games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it came out, like I said, February 25th, 2022. And, you know, for the first year, I didn't play this game because I had already broken two controllers in my past playing Dark Souls games because fuck those games. Pardon my language. But shit, dude. You know, and I had mad respect for the games because games nowadays are meant to be beaten. They're meant to be beaten. They want you to beat the game. They want you to see the ending. They want you to. Nah, Dark Souls is like, nah, fuck that. No, you're not going to beat this game, dude. You're going to hate your life. You're going to hate everything that's going on right now while you're playing this game. This game has one mode. There's no easy, there's no hard, there's no nightmare, there's no medium, trivial settings. There's just one setting, and that's their fucking setting. And that
Right.
setting means that you're going to hate that fucking game.
No, it's a roguelike, right? So like
It
if you
is.
die, you have to start all over.
You don't start all over from the beginning. You start off from the last. It's not like an autosave. You start off at the last checkpoint kind of deal. And there might be some times when if you forgot to save or forgot to start or go to a certain place and everything, you lose everything up to that point. It's not like oh my god, I can't remember that BattleTech game, that robot game that I had, that I got with a Steel Battalion.
Oh, the one with the big ass controller.
Yeah, that I bought from you over at Game
Yeah.
Crazy with my first credit card. That put me into debt.
Do you still have
Anyway,
that thing?
I do still have that thing, 100%. It's in my storage unit because I don't have room over here, but I still 100% have it, and I only got halfway through the game. That was a true game that if you died, you literally started all over.
Oh
If you managed to eject before you died, you can go into another mech. If you don't have another mech, game over.
oh my god! I remember when that game came out, and then when that controller came, like it came back in used so fast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and we were all like, "Holy shit! Are you sure you want to trade this in?" Yeah.
yeah. The
Okay,
controller was
bud.
awesome, but the game was kind of trash because you only had one life.
Yeah.
Anyways, so since February 25th, 2022, Elden Ring has been an absolute amazing game. It has won a lot of awards.
Mm-hmm.
It's for great storyline. The game itself is just absolutely fun and amazing, and it wasn't chock loaded with a bunch of DLC that you had to pay for, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time since 2022, we are getting Elden Ring's first and only DLC. I believe it start playing at June 20th today. Is should be the release. Oh no, sorry. You can play it tonight at 11 p.m. But the official release is tomorrow morning, June 21st, at midnight for different regions. Is the new pre-release. There's been a lot of talk about this game, a lot of talk about this DLC. A lot of the people that love this game wanted to continue playing the game, so they made it available for them to do that.
Nice.
Um, I haven't read too much. I've seen a lot of the videos on it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's just absolutely like mind-boggling, the actual in-game graphics, not just the cutscenes, but the actual in-game graphics. And the DLC is called Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Hmm.
And I don't want to give any spoilers for those who do want to play this and who haven't finished Elden Ring, but maybe next episode I'll go into a little bit of spoilers once it's been out for a couple of weeks.
Awesome.
Um,
Awesome. So you're gonna jump back in?
I want to. I really do. I actually reinstalled it just the other day and started playing it over again. Just because there's a certain point. This is technically a DLC that you can create a level 1 and kind of go right into.
Right.
But you don't want to do that. You're going to screw yourself over.
Right.
You do want to kind of have a max level character, or at least a max build, and a set build that you want to go in. A liquid build would be best. I mean, when I say liquid build, I'm talking about a balance of different builds that you can swap in and out of.
Right.
But if you start the game from very beginning and go into this DLC, you're going to have a very hard time. Also, in video game news, there's a game that's been around for a while called Total War. You ever heard of the Total War games?
Sounds familiar.
It's like an RTS that the gameplay is very similar, but it's just as different skins. Like the last Total War I played was Total War Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I hear you.
it was Total War Warhammer, and it was based on like the Warhammer 40k world and universe, in which it's kind of an RTS, kind of like Dynasty Warriors at the same time, where you have
Mm-hmm.
different armies. You're planning out your strategy basically to take out the enemies. and win. And it's all different factions from that genre that they choose that is completely battling it out. The reason I'm bringing up Total
Huh.
War is because uh, there is a new game reportedly in development for Total War. Star Wars Total War. Now this is
Really?
one that I'm pretty interested in. I haven't played many of the Total Wars, but Star Wars I'm pretty interested in. We don't have any sort of a release date or any information other than just it's going to be happening. Uh
Oh,
so
right on, dude.
so we can picture we're going to get a lot of the different factions from the Star Wars universes coming together and just battling it out. Like kind of
Nice, dude.
Dynasty Warrior style, but
All right.
more RTS-ish.
Okay. Oh, speaking of Star Wars, have you played Star Wars Hunters yet?
No, I haven't. Is it any good?
It's fun, dude. It's a
Yeah.
blast. Yeah, like each round, each round, it's what is it, 4-on-4 team competition. You've got like 4 or 5 different types of hunters,
Uh-huh.
and the matches are only like a couple minutes. Um,
So it's like a reskinned Overwatch.
I never played Overwatch, so
Okay. Overwatch
less.
Overwatch was one of those games um like Apex where you have different
Okay,
team builds that go out and fight each other and sometimes you have different scenarios.
right. I mean, well, this is a shooter like I guess like Fortnite.
Hmm.
I really don't know what else to compare it to. Um,
But you're on
but
teams, right?
yeah, you're on
Okay.
teams. You know, it's 4-on-4, and
Hmm.
you and your teammate can't choose the same character.
Yeah.
Um, and the character designs are really fun. The character skins are really fun.
And then,
It's just like Fortnite. If you spend any money, it's just on appearance and not on like leveling up your character.
but does each
Um,
character have a different move set and abilities?
yeah, each character
Yeah.
has different abilities. You have a Sith character, you have a Jedi character, you have a tank Wookiee, you have a tank um, Stormtrooper. Who's got like this Gatling gun. Um, that's the one I play. I play Sentinel, the Stormtrooper, and he is awesome, awesome. He throws up this plasma shield, and just a lot of fun. A lot of fun,
Okay.
really quick. It's available for free on your phone or on the Switch. Um, I've been playing it on my phone, and in fact, I even I made a TikTok of me playing it a little bit a while back, and it's a hoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So these genres are, I guess they're called first person shooters slash battle royal games.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But that's so Apex Legends is a free to play version of that. Um which again, same thing, you got different heroes or different main characters
Yeah.
that
Well, this isn't first
each
person.
one each one, huh?
This isn't first person.
Yeah, okay. I
It's
think
third.
yeah, I mean, and Overwatch is kind of like that too.
Okay.
They have different views. But essentially, it's team versus team, and each character has a different strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be interested in checking it out. I played Overwatch for shit probably 5 years after it came out total.
Try it out on your phone or throw it on the Switch real quick, dude.
Yeah.
You start off with your basic shooter, and then you'll unlock the others as you play along. I'm having fun with Sentinel the Stormtrooper, and then there's this blind sharpshooter that's a really good sniper.
Hmm.
I had a lot of fun playing him too.
Okay.
So it's fun.
So, staying on the topic of Star Wars,
Uh oh, I haven't seen this week's episode yet.
you haven't?
No, but I do like his nickname online,
So I haven't seen any of them.
Darth Teeth.
Darth Teeth, like teeth. Darth Teeth. I have
Yeah,
Darth Teeth.
the dude. I sent you a picture a couple weeks back of the Sith Master on the show,
Oh, I
and the people online are calling him Darth Teeth because of the way that his mask is. Which I think is funny, but I'm like, it's come on, guys, we could do better than that.
So I haven't been watching The Acolyte.
Okay, I
I
have,
I
except for this most recent
I
episode.
have just been sitting on the guidelines and just watching and observing the reactions the
Oh, you get to
Acolyte
see the
is getting.
nerd rage in real time.
I'm just watching the nerd rage. And apparently, after this most recent episode, the nerd fandom and troll fandom and hatred fandom of it have taken to attacking and bullying Wikipedia.
Oh, Jesus
Did you hear
Christ!
about that?
No, I heard that they were. I heard they
Yep.
were troll bombing. What is the tomato Rotten
Rotten
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes. Yeah,
But they were doing it
over
on
the
the wrong
reviews.
fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So they're troll bombing there. They're bullying. Um, they're trying to manipulate Wikipedia.
that's such bullshit.
They're
I
trolling.
love.
They're bullying. They're trolling. They've even gotten death threats. Following the show's divisive fourth episode, and
Jesus Christ!
now
Calm
somebody
down, nerds.
somebody being from the outside looking in, this shit kind of sucks because I'm not for bullying. Dude, if you don't like something, turn it the fuck off. All right. I
Exactly.
mean, there's a lot of shit in the nerd worlds that I think went the wrong direction. But I'm just not gonna fucking
What?
watch it.
Well, but okay.
I
First of all,
okay for
why is
start.
it the wrong direction? It's not really. There's not really a right or wrong direction, and
Well,
especially in regards to this, especially
so
in regards to Star Wars.
people are thinking that they're going in the wrong direction as far as the new take of the new director or whatever her name is that is now
Kathleen
basically
Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy. Uh she's reportedly said that they're going to be removing light side and dark side. Now I don't know if that's true or false, but apparently she has reportedly said that we need to get with new times. We're not calling it light side and dark side. That's too outdated. And that right there, if it's true, just and if it's not true, just the rumor of that fumed a lot of people already.
Oh sure, oh sure.
Because
And I
you
think
don't
the
fuck with our
showrunner
Star
for this
Wars.
new show said that R2D2 is a lesbian. Um,
Well, didn't two
like
lesbians force make a baby or something? I don't know. I'm not. I'm By the way, I'm not throwing anything out there. I'm just going based off of what I've seen on memes. I'm
all
just.
right.
A lot of my knowledge is coming from memes right now.
All right, so I guess I'll be the calm one here
Yeah.
in regards to this. And usually, what I
I
do is
mean,
play
I don't
devil's
care. It
advocate.
just sounds dumb.
Okay, so I think what I think is going on. Now, I'm only 3 episodes in out of the 4 that's out there
Well, there's
already.
only four. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm only 3 episodes in. What I think is happening in the larger scale of Star Wars
Uh huh.
is this show is showing that the Jedi aren't infallible, that the Jedi have fucked up and do things for the greater good, which would any organization or any big religious organization
Mm-hmm.
would do, especially with as much political power as they had. What we're seeing now is we're seeing the dirty side of the light side.
Okay.
We're seeing the dirty side of the Jedi, and I think it's about fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, yes, we need heroes, we need leaders, we need positive side, so, and especially in regards to Star Wars. Yeah, okay, yes, makes sense. Light, dark, good guys, bad guys. Yes, good guys should be good, bad guys should be bad. But when you have this many good guys, like some of them are gonna be dirty. It's like it's like the cops, or it's like any like type of high end religious
Politicians.
organization, or politicians as well. So this is really finally like Star Wars reflecting more on the real world, and not just the politics of a trade federation with a droidekas.
Yeah. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of right now is Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. Help! Help! I'm being repressed. Come see the violence inherent in the system.
It's just, I think what we're getting with Star Wars now, and is good. It's the show. Look, the show. It's not perfect, and by no means is it one of the better shows.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, I'm enjoying it more than I enjoyed Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying finally seeing this perspective on the Jedi, which I think is what's happening.
So I think you need to watch the new episode, because a lot of this is being spurred after this 4th episode, which is titled Day. And I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Thank you.
But my next bit of news has to do with the 4th episode. And
Okay,
even though I didn't watch the new episodes, I even kind of have a problem with this. It has to do with a character that they introduced in episode 4.
Okay.
Do you remember High Council Jedi Ki-Adi-Mundi?
Okay. I saw something about this, but I avoided reading about it. It's the tall head Jedi with the white hair.
Yeah, the cone head.
Yeah. No.
So he's in episode 4.
Excellent. Okay, great. Yeah, he's an older. He's like one of those characters that's an extremely long life, right?
Not really.
This was 100 years ago. So
this was 100 years ago, and the character. Let's see. In the prequel films, he was already in his 60s. He was in his 60s at that time. So if this takes place over 100 years ago, timeline doesn't add up. This is another part of what people are having problems with right now. They completely fucked up the timeline by putting Ki-Adi-Mundi in this. And when it comes to canon, George Lucas set the 6 Star Wars films, and many hours of content he developed and produced in Star Wars. The Clone Wars was as canon. They're defined to be the immovable objects of Star Wars history.
Okay, wait, hold on. George Lucas sold Star Wars.
I get that.
He got what, $6 billion for Star Wars?
I get
it's not his anymore.
No, and I get that. But when you buy something, and I get them taking out the books and saying the books are non-canon, but there's other certain aspects that I would think that you should at least uphold.
Okay.
Which would be characters from previous films not being in earlier films or in Stows, keeping the timeline canon. I mean, for starters, if they're going to have the character, just make it to be a new person. Why does it have to be Jedi? Why does it have to be Ki-Adi-Mundi? Why can't it just be another person of his race or something like that, or like his grandfather or something?
Okay, well, he might be a clone.
He might be.
He might be a clone.
But
now remember that the cloners have been around for the longest time. For like they knew about the cloners on Kamino.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're the only cloners.
Which is true.
Clones exist, so it's very possible that the Mundi that we know is a clone.
It's very possible. It is.
And plus, what do we have left? We have 4 more episodes of this season.
I think so. Yeah. So they got 4 more episodes to figure it out, but this is just one of the things.
Figure it out. It's already been figured out. It's already been made. Just fucking sit down and relax and enjoy it.
Well, that's the problem. People don't want to wait till the end. They want to bitch about the here and now.
Well, they just want to bitch about Star Wars because it's got my Star Wars. Your Star Wars is in your head. Read what you want to read, like what you want to like. Fuck off on the rest of it. Don't worry about it.
See, that's where my perspective comes in. If you don't like it, or you don't think you're going to like it, don't fucking watch it. I wasn't enjoying Boba Fett. You know what I did? I stopped fucking watching it. I didn't think that I was going to like this Acolyte, the show, The Acolyte. So you know what I did? I didn't fucking watch it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, people don't understand how easy it is to pick up the remote and turn something off or change the channel. If you don't
Yeah,
like
and
it,
just because this is
shut
a
the fuck up.
property, like it's and you know what though, this goes past Star Wars too. It goes into like with professional wrestling. Like if you don't like AEW, don't watch
Mm,
AEW. If you don't like WWE, don't watch WWE.
yeah.
You have a choice.
I mean, I
You're
loved wrestling
choosing
up
to
to a
make
certain
yourself
point,
miserable.
and whenever it started to upset me, that's when I stopped watching it. Right?
Right. Right. And it doesn't impact anything else that you have read or want to like have in your own head canon. It's your head canon. It's yours.
Yeah.
So just
I
in
don't know.
like
People have a problem,
okay,
I
fine.
think, of letting things go.
Yeah.
As soon as something happens, people need to kind of speak their mind on it. I think that's what a lot of it is.
Yeah, like we'll have the immediate reaction and they want to join the yeah. I I I always play devil's advocate and I've always um tried to find the good in
Yeah.
anything. But the season's not over with yet.
No, it's not.
So and we don't have all the answers yet. And I like to think that between Jon Favreau and oh god, what's his name? He's the
Kevin
one that
Smith.
came up with no.
Jake Gyllenhaal,
What?
Matthew Broderick.
No, the homeboy that's running Dave Filoni
Oh, yeah,
that's
I was
running
close.
Star
I was
Wars.
close.
No, yeah, no. Between Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, I think we're in okay hands
Yeah.
with Star Wars. They've got their hands on all of Star Wars right now. Kathleen Kennedy is like she's the corporate overlord over the top of it, but with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, I think we're okay.
I wish. How cool would it be if that was like an actual job title? I'm the corporate overlord.
Well, when I start my own corporation, it'll be on my business card.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get out of Star Wars. Unless you got anything else for Star Wars.
Yes, Marvel Comics is ending their current run of Star Wars comics with issues 50 of Darth Vader and Star Wars, and they're getting a reboot to bring it back to last week's
Marvel's
episode.
doing Star Wars? I thought that was Dark Horse Comics.
Who owns Marvel now?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, did it? It used to be Dark Horse, right? Wasn't it?
It used to be Dark Horse. It used
Okay.
to be Marvel.
Okay.
It used to be Marvel back in the day, too.
Uh huh.
So Marvel lost it, and then Dark Horse got it.
Uh huh.
I even think Image had it at one point or another too. But no, it's home in it's home in Marvel now with their
Okay.
comics.
So
So what they're doing is they're restarting, they're rebooting. Everything that's happened in the comics has
uh
still
huh.
happened. They're just giving it a soft reboot. They're coming up with another reason to give you issue 1 of new comics again, which IDW is doing right now too. If we can get into comics with the Ninja Turtles. So they're going to be going into a soft reboot too, and have restart the numbering again.
Okay. I guess the only time I ever actually read them, I think it might have been Dark Horse, but I don't know.
The Star Wars comics.
Yeah.
What I've seen from from Marvel, the Star Wars comics are pretty damn good.
Do you know
I
who
haven't read
do
any
you know
of
who
them
the
yet.
artist is?
There's several artists and writers, and
Okay.
there's 50 plus issues of each one.
Okay.
So I don't know, but you have Marvel
I do.
Unlimited.
I do, and I'm currently reading through Onslaught Saga.
So they're about to. I mean, this new episode is coming up or this new issue is coming up right now. Issue 50 is going to be it for this arc that they're doing. I think what they said was they're going to be moving to another timeline. So all the stuff right now is going in between episodes 4 and 6. So I think what they're doing now is they're ending with this issues, and then they're going to go to another timeline. So they could go to High Republic, they could go to Old Republic, they could go post. Return. They're not saying yet.
Okay. All right. So for this little next little topic I want to talk about right here, or the
Hmm?
next little thing I want to bring up,
What?
I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
I'm going to share my screen, and I want you to read the headline here.
Okay. Let me get my glasses on.
Right.
I'm an old grandpa now. Okay. Do we need a voice for this?
No, no, nope. Just whatever comes natural.
Okay. Megan is getting sex robot spin-off erotic thriller with Soulmate from Blumhouse and Atomic Monster. Yeah, I
Bloomhouse.
just read this. Yeah.
Megan is getting a sex robot spin-off erotic thriller. Ah, ah, ah.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Holy shit!" Okay.
Yeah. Dude, did you see Megan?
Oh, I did.
It's so good.
Megan is the reboot of Chucky that we deserved but didn't get.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're right.
you know how like they rebooted Chucky and
Mm-hmm.
he was all Wi-Fi wonked out and weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Megan was creepy as shit.
Yeah, dude.
Let me turn this
So
off
good.
here.
But yeah, no, I just read that
And
homeboy's wife dies, so he gets a sex robot and programs her to be.
mhm.
Yeah,
And
I
this
mean,
takes place in the same world as Megan. So that's why they
right,
said Megan is getting a sex robot spinoff. It's in the
right.
same creative world, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna watch it because I want to see where this one goes.
I don't know, dude.
Uh,
It might be a little too cringe.
I love for that cringe shit. Like,
God.
but
Oh,
so and for starters, Bloomhouse, I
yeah.
love Bloomhouse. Any all Bloomhouse, Lionsgate. Those are like two of my favorites.
A28's
I
been putting
love.
out some good stuff too.
They really have. They really have. But Soulmate, and there's something about the way that Megan talked, the way that she would word things was just creepy as shit, dude. More
Mm-hmm.
creepy
Mm-hmm.
that, and when she would go on all fours and start running, that would scare the shit out of
Mm-hmm.
me too. Be like, nope, done. Seen enough movies. I'm out of here. Pack your shit. Um, yeah, nope.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was good, so good. I know she's supposed to be getting a sequel too.
I hope so. I really do. And I upset myself too because I wish that we went and saw that movie in theaters. We didn't
Yeah.
because, to be honest with you, they didn't give good trailers. And I don't watch trailers to begin with, but Crystal
Mm-hmm.
does, and she wasn't even interested in it based off the trailers alone. Got a lot of good reviews. A lot of friends told us we should watch it. We ended up renting it here at home. We loved it.
Yeah.
God, it was an amazing movie.
Dude, it was the trailer that made me want to watch it, but I waited till it came out on streaming.
Yeah,
Um, so good, so good. Such a surprise how good of a horror movie that was.
yeah.
Well, is it? I'm not really horror. Uh,
I would say it's in the horror movie horror.
that's
I
just a
mean,
sci-fi suspense thriller.
it's basically Chucky except she's a robot. I mean, it's a doll that comes to life and kills people. This one was a robot and an AI instead of a human soul.
Right.
So, um,
How many
I
dicks do you think are going to get eaten by the
oh
sex
god,
robot?
I'm sorry, but as soon as I heard how many dicks, I just immediately thought about like one of the most recent episodes of The Boys. Um,
Oh, dude, hold on. I'm only on episode 2 of The Boys.
what happens in that episode?
Um,
Because I don't know which one we're on, but I know we're past that one.
oh god. Huey's mom showed up at the hospital.
Okay.
Butcher just came out and told everybody about his brain thing.
Uh huh.
Um,
What's
what
going on
did
with
what?
Firecracker?
Oh, she's still just podcasting. She's not
Okay.
on the show proper yet.
Okay.
Um,
I think it's the next.
when did Noir get replaced?
Pretty sure. So Noir was killed off.
Right,
Yeah, he was straight up killed off.
right.
Um, keep watching.
Okay, okay.
Keep
All right.
watching. Now,
I'm trying to
okay.
remember what happened to Noir, but I'm like, oh, that was so long ago, and I've already had
Yeah, so Noir was
the
murked off. But since you brought up Noir, and because the show's not going to go there, I want to go ahead and ruin this, and I don't care. It's not a spoiler in my opinion, since these books came out probably 20 years ago. But in the comics, Noir was a clone of Homelander.
no shit.
In the comics, Noir was a clone of Homelander. And all that horrible shit that Homelander was doing was
Right.
actually Noir, the clone, doing it the whole time.
No shit.
Yep. And the reason I'm telling y'all this right now
They're
is
not going to do that in the
because
show.
the director straight up came out and said, "This is not going to end the way the comics did, and I don't care."
Good.
He said,
Good.
and a lot of it has to do with just, for starters, that wouldn't look good on screen. It would look dumb. That would be a shitty outline, shitty way to end it. He's not going to go with it. They're completely changing everything about how it's going to end.
Good.
So I don't mind sharing that info. Like I said, it's no spoilers. The comics came out 20 years ago.
Hey, man. This is not My The Boys.
I don't care whose fucking boys it is.
It's not My The Boys.
So I do have. I was gonna wait until the end, but I'm already over here. I've already tabbed over to this right now, and I want to just kind of get it over with.
Oh.
Today,
Mm-hmm.
June 20th, we lost an absolute amazing actor today.
Yeah, I just read about that. Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland passes away at 88, following a long-time illness that he has been battling.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going into the specifics of it, and I've always been okay with that. Look, if they want to talk about it, cool. If they don't, awesome. I don't need to know how he went out.
No.
It sucks that he's no longer a part of this world.
Right.
He's the father of Kiefer Sutherland from
Yeah.
Lost Boys. What that fire one he does? Where he did a TV show, something fire or whatever.
Kiefer?
Yeah,
24?
yeah, 24. Thank you. They were firefighters or something, right?
Yeah, they were fighting terrorists.
Well, I don't know. He did something, but
But anyway, this isn't about Kiefer. This is
yeah,
about
this is
Donald.
this is about
Now,
Donald Sutherland.
mm-hmm.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, one of my first
Mm-hmm.
movies that I ever really remember seeing him in. Um,
MASH?
a lot of he was in MASH. A lot of the newer generation might remember him as President Snow from the Hunger Games series.
Yeah.
I know me and you and a lot of others know him from a lot of his earlier stuff. But I mean, he was awesome, man. 2017, he was honored with the Academy Honorary Award in recognition of his exceptional career and significant impact on the movie cinema. Uh, and yeah, man, it really sucks. It's it sucks when you're a big fan of somebody and they pass away like that, especially
Mm-hmm.
suddenly. And there's certain people like Robin Williams. I never met Robin Williams, never once in my life, never once. But when I found out that Rob Williams died, dude, I fucking bawled. I was crying. I was a mess.
Right.
And it's amazing how some of these people that we've never met a day in our life, this person has no fucking idea I exist. But the fact that their death can have such an impact on us, it kind of means a lot.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about people in general. I mean, we see these people on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
on the big screen, on the small screen. They affect us. They affect us with their storytelling. They affect us with their comedy. They affect us, and they change our moods. We
Yep.
allow them into our personal space, and they do, and we allow them into our minds and into our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of with Rob Williams. It's he held a special place in our hearts as a relief.
Mm-hmm.
Say we were upset and we saw his comedy special
Yep.
and we weren't upset anymore. We watched, a silly movie that he was in, and it didn't hurt as much. So it makes sense, and it's not anything to. It's
You,
they're
you,
celebrities, and we hold them in our hearts for that because I mean
yeah, and there was I could
they
tell
do
you
they affect us.
I could tell you the exact meme. There was a meme after Robin Williams passed away that was going around that for like the first week or so, each time I saw that meme, it made me cry.
Yeah.
And it was the one with the little child from Hook.
Mm.
And he's looking at him and he goes, "Oh, there you are, Peter."
Mm.
And that one freaking each time I see it, I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch, why'd you repost that?" I'd comment on people, "I'm not crying, you're crying. Shut up."
Donald Sutherland will be missed, and
Yeah.
if you have the opportunity, go back and watch one of his films. Watch one of your favorite films of his. I think tonight when I cozy up in bed, I'm gonna put on Space Cowboys.
Ah, that was a good one. And
Hmm.
he was such a good actor too, because he played a lot of shitty roles of like villains or just bad people, and he really did a good job of making you not like him.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's a good actor.
it's some people that are bad guys and it's just bad acting, and you just hate the acting. And then like him, he really got into those roles, and you're like, God, that fucking guy.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Another. Let's move on from the depressing one, but another take into somebody who has kind of pissed people off on the set, but at the same time they was going through some shit and he might come back. Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Tom Hardy might be coming back to Mad Max. So
Okay. I didn't bother reading that because I wasn't sure.
George Miller's wanting to make a prequel to Mad Max, the
He wants to make a prequel to Fury Road.
Fury Road, called Wasteland, in which I think they've been talks with Tom Hardy, and some of the people weren't wanting Tom Hardy because he was really difficult to work with during the shooting of Mad Max Fury Road. But apparently he was kind of going through some shit, and after him and George Miller kind of talked things out, things got a bit better.
Right. Him and Charlize Theron were clashing on set, from what I've read.
And they
Pretty
they
hardcore.
really were. And some of them were saying that it was they were getting into character, and since their characters ended up, they were bashing it out in the movie, and then they ended up working together. Some of them saying that it was like method acting and stuff like that. Others were just saying that that's an excuse for them to be a dick, but
Yeah. Who knows?
who knows, but I would like to see Tom Hardy come back for the prequel of Wasteland.
I would like to too, man. You know what? I need more Tom Hardy on my movie screens.
Tom
With the
Hardy,
new Venom coming out, and
Peaky
with
Blinders.
this,
So
oh yeah,
so
he was
he in Peaky Blinders, he was
Abraham.
yeah he was I don't remember his name, but I remember he was in Peaky Blinders in the TV show, and they're coming out with the Peaky Blinders movie in which he is trying to get them to let him play his role in the movie. So
He died.
well, yeah, but I don't know what the movie take place before or after.
Okay,
He could be in
we'll see.
he could be in Memories if it's like if this
He
is
like
after.
he like died like last scene of the last episode, didn't
Yeah,
he?
I dude, don't ask me. I've only
Eh.
seen the first few episodes.
Bro, that show is too good to
I
miss.
know, I know. I really want to. Sadly, I've got so many TV shows we're watching right now, dude. Like we started
No,
watching
I get it.
Eric. We're watching Sweet Tooth because they just came out with a new season of Sweet Tooth.
The
Uh
last season of Sweet Tooth too.
oh, is it the last season?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, shit.
Yep, that's the last season, and then The Boys season 5 next
And
season is going to be the last
yeah,
season.
and we're
But
watching
they
The
got
Boys
spinoffs
too.
coming along.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's so many spinoffs that can take place in the world of The Boys, and I hope that
Yeah.
they continue doing it.
Dude, so do I. I don't have any kind of superhero fatigue, let alone the Boys universe superhero fatigue. Give me more of the Boys. Give me more of Invincible.
Oh, dude, Invincible. Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
would love me some more Invincible as well.
But yeah, yeah. This is the last season of Sweet Tooth.
A
I
little
watched the
sad.
first season of it. And I haven't gotten into the second season yet.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but I've been watching. I've been trying to start watching The Boys, watching Star Wars. Um,
Just too many
what
damn shows
else?
coming out right now.
There is, man,
Can
and
y'all
there's so much
step
wrestling
back?
right now, and I'm kind of hooked on wrestling again right now.
Didn't something new happen in wrestling recently?
Oh, bro. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's end the show on this.
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to somehow or another, I want you to catch up, do yourself a personal favor, and I want you to look up a character named Bray Wyatt. He was a WWE
Remember,
superstar.
we've talked about Bray Wyatt
Bray Wyatt started off
and the Wyatt family.
as the character Bray Wyatt. He started off in the Wyatt family. He was this like Southern cult leader.
Hmm.
And he started the Wyatt family with two other members, Rowan and Luke Harper. And they rose through the ranks through NXT and they came up to the main roster of WWE. And they were like this like overwhelming cult. And they the cinematics that they have with their backstage interviews, with their fucking in ring interviews, and their ring matches, and Bray Wyatt really stepped up and out of being the next Undertaker, of being the next creepy dark character,
Hmm.
to really become his own. Uh, Bray Wyatt he even started like taking his character of Bray Wyatt and transitioning him and molding him and adapting him to become a different character. And when he's still Bray, but he like wound up having this duality character where he was Bray and then he was the Fiend. And
Okay,
Bray
and he had
was
a
like
mask, right?
right, so
Okay.
Bray was like this red sweatered kids TV show host with like these creepy ass puppets. I mean, creepy fucking puppets. And
Okay.
then, but he was like trying to keep the Fiend away, but the Fiend kept coming. The Fiend was like this stretched skin mask
I saw that and I
and
loved it.
really dark and creepy and just got like just really like really cool.
Uh-huh.
Um, Sadly, last year, Bray Wyatt passed away.
Yeah. Wasn't he like
Well,
36, 38 or something?
there's yeah, really young, too young.
Mm-hmm.
He had some complications with something or other. Um, Also, one of the members of the Wyatt family, Luke Harper, real name Brody Lee, or I think that's his real name. That was his other wrestling name in AEW, and he passed away too. Um, so this past Monday on Raw, Wyatt's little brother came out
And that
and
was
has
Bo,
started a
right?
new faction. That was Bo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was and he started a new faction called the Wyatt Six, which is
Okay.
kind of a tribute stable to Bray Wyatt. And all those characters that he has surrounding him are manifestations of the puppets from the puppet show that he had.
Okay.
So looks like Rowan is back in WWE and he'll be playing the rabbit. And then they got the pig and the
So
Sister Abigail and the vulture. Um, and they made a hell of a debut, destroying backstage, destroying characters, and their that whole introduction is like absolute pure cinema. I swear to God, like WWE needs to get some kind of Emmy nomination just for this.
So
And
answer me this:
okay,
who is Uncle Howdy?
okay, so Uncle Howdy was a character that Bray Wyatt was developing before he passed.
Mm-hmm.
He was developing. It was going to be kind of an add-on into this menagerie of characters that he had as he was developing. So Uncle Howdy was part of the Wyatt family before Bray Wyatt passed,
Okay.
and that's who Bo Dallas or Taylor Rotunda is playing now.
Okay.
So he's really what they're doing now is they're carrying the mantle for Bray Wyatt
Mm-hmm.
and really like, and I don't mean this as a hyperbole or anything like that, but Bray Wyatt was a real artist in regards to professional wrestling, as
Yeah.
far as his character, his in ring work, his development of his stories, and he was an artist, and he went way too soon. His brother is taking up the reins, and I don't think he's taking his brother's place, but he's showing the world more of his brother's art.
Okay.
And I think it's a tribute to him, and not just like cashing in on somebody else's art. I think it's really going to be a tribute to Bray Wyatt
That's
and
fucking
what he
awesome.
did for professional wrestling.
That's awesome. I love that.
And
That's
that's why
really
I'm
cool.
so excited. That's why I wanted to share that with you
I
when
saw the
they came out.
preview, and at first I'm sitting here, I'm like, is this like a horror movie that's going to be coming out?
Right?
And
I mean,
I
but that's what the
realize this is a
Fiend and Bray
preview.
Wyatt. That's what all
Yeah,
that
and I
was.
realize this is a preview for like WWE characters that are being announced and whatnot. And I'm like,
Right.
it looks. I'm like, I don't know if this is a horror film or if it's like a horror park or something like that, you know, like a haunted place for you to go at during Halloween. Yeah, there you go. And and
Yeah,
um
dude.
and I'm sitting here, I was like, these are WWE characters. And I'm
Yes.
like,
Now,
what the hell is going on in WWE? Because
and that's why I sent this to you,
this
because
shit
this
looks
is right up
awesome.
your alley.
Exactly, it is. It really
This
is right up my alley.
this character design right here, this dude right here, the Vulture,
Uh
right?
huh.
He was already a badass wrestler named Dexter Loomis that was creepy as hell by himself, but now he's part of this Wyatt Six, and everybody in this group have been darker, little twisted characters, and they're finally like they're going to have this Bray Wyatt sheen on them. I think is going to catapult them, and and I thought you would totally dig this, and I
Hmm.
thought that uh, also the action figures that are going to come out of these guys are going to be
Yeah,
so fucking rad.
that might actually get me into buying some of these action figures.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool, and I love I love them doing that.
and I'm so excited to watch. It's so weird. I've been so like not like okay, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna watch it. WWE, you
Hmm.
know, I'm not gonna bitch about it. I'm just not gonna watch it. I've been following it, but I just haven't been watching it. But I knew this was happening on Monday. I made sure that I watched it. And now with WWE in the first of the year are going to be on Netflix. I'm back. I'm back on WWE in a hard way.
So this is the image that I saw, if I can even find it. Nope, probably not gonna find it. Whatever.
It's okay. This is just it's a lot of fun. There was
I
a lot
found a
of lead up
picture
to
of Bray
this.
Wyatt wearing his red sweater
Yeah,
and holding up a chainsaw.
yeah, dude. What is it called? It was called something Bray Wyatt's Playhouse or something like that. Look up his stuff, and you'll find some of his videos. Yeah,
Yeah, here.
yeah, dude. He was he was an artist, man.
He's a character, man. I've been reading
Oh
up a
yeah.
lot on him.
I like anything you can find, any of the videos you can find online on YouTube
Uh huh.
of his stuff in this costume
Hmm.
is so fucking creepy and funny. Um, yeah, it's this is going to be fun.
I'm
We've got a
I'm
white
real
meat
interested.
baby face with Cody Rhodes. We've got a transitioning out of the PG era onto the Netflix era. We've got this art
Wait, so
on
one of the
people.
people in his stable is going to be is Cody Rhodes?
No, 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 no. I'm
Okay.
just saying with WWE in general.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Um, this is going to be WWE is starting to get a lot of fun.
Yeah, I might have to start watching it again.
It's it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. But I think that's all we have time for this week.
Okay.
So I think we should go ahead and wrap this up. Hey, if you have any questions, any comments, if you want to reach out to us, please do.
Mhm.
OATFTG. Check out our link tree. You'll find all of our stuff there. Hit us in our DMs. Leave us a like. Leave us a comment. Um, give us any kind of thumbs up or 5 stars. We sure would appreciate it. Just reach out and talk to us. We don't bite hard.
I nibble. All
But thank
right.
you so much for downloading. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to us. Um, I'm OZ,
And I'm the freak. And we've been
and we've
talking
been
geek.
talking geek. Thank you so much. Have a great night.